The starship Argent Horizon drifted silently above the violet clouds of Orexus 9, its hull battered from a recent ion storm. Ryland Voss, the ship's chief mechanic, hung suspended in a grav harness beneath one of the aft panels, a plasma welder humming in his hand. He wiped a streak of grease across his cheek with the back of his glove as he muttered to himself, "Every storm breaks something on this cursed ship." Still, he loved the Argent Horizon. The vessel had character, old, stubborn, and full of secrets. But Ryland had never imagined just how deep those secrets went. As he scanned the hull plating, the tool in his hand beeped sharply. Hollow space detected. Ryland frowned. "That's not right. There shouldn't be anything behind this section?" He double-checked the schematics hovering in his visor. No storage bay, no emergency conduit, nothing that justified an anomaly. His curiosity, dangerous, according to the captain, got the better of him. He began loosening the bolts around the suspicious plate. The metal shifted with a groan as if protesting. Cold air spilled out in a sudden hiss, fogging his visor. "Okay. That's unusual." He pried the panel open. And froze. Inside the hidden compartment stretched a chamber packed wall to wall with translucent cryopods, each glowing with a faint blue pulse. Inside every single one rested a perfectly shaped, frost-covered egg, smooth, crystalline, and large enough that Ryland could barely wrap both hands around one. He counted while his heart thudded in his chest. One row. Then another. Then another, roughly 500 in total. He swallowed hard. "What in the name of the—" His visor scanner beeped again, running its own automatic analysis. Life form detected, genetic, signature, unknown, anomaly match, Trichonus imperialis, status, extinct. Ryland's blood ran cold. Dragon eggs? That's impossible. Yet the readings didn't lie. He reached out to touch the nearest cryopod. Frost crackled under his fingertips. The egg inside flickered faintly, almost as if something living stirred in response to his presence, before he could process what he had just discovered. His cum crackled sharply. "Ryland report." Captain Sarah barked. "I'm getting an energy spike from your location. Everything okay?" He hesitated. Telling the truth felt dangerous. Captain, you might want to come see this." There was a tense pause, then, "On my way." Captain Sarah arrived with 2 security officers, all 3 staring wide-eyed at the hidden chamber. Sarah stepped forward slowly, her stern composure cracking. "By the stars," she whispered. "Ryland, do you understand what this means?" "I'm trying not to," he muttered. 500 frozen dragon eggs? Dragons have been extinct for over 3,000 years. And if they weren't extinct, they'd be, ruling the galaxy. One of the guards edged closer. "Who put these here?" "We purchased this ship at a Republic auction 10 years ago." Ryland shook his head. "This compartment isn't on any blueprint. Someone built it by hand and they didn't want anyone finding it." The captain took a deep breath. "Close the hatch. Lock it. And nobody talks about this until we—" Before she could finish, the ship shuddered violently. The emergency alarm blared. "Incoming vessel, unregistered, stealth signature detected." Sarah cursed. "Of course!" Whoever hid these eggs tracked them. Ryland's heart raced. "What do we do?" "We run." Sarah slammed her hand on the cum. "Bridge, get us out of here now." The Argent Horizon lurched as its thrusters fired. Through the hull display, Ryland glimpsed a sleek, obsidian ship emerging from the shadows of space, its silhouette unmistakable, shaped like a blade. The symbol on its prow made his skin crawl. A spiraling crescent dragon, the Draken remnants, a fanatical cult that believed the ancient dragons would one day rise again. "They're hailing us," the bridge officer reported. Sarah grit her teeth. "Patch them through." A hooded figure appeared in the visor feed, face hidden except for 2 gleaming silver eyes. "Argent Horizon." The voice hissed, layered and unnatural. "Return what belongs to us." Sarah kept her voice steady. "We don't know what you're talking about." "Do not insult us," the figure growled. "Our eggs are aboard your vessel. You have something that will change the fate of the galaxy. Surrender them, and your deaths will be swift." Rylan whispered, "Oh, good. They're generous." The cult ship opened its weapon bays. Sarah snapped, "Bridge! Jump to hyperspace." "We can't," the pilot responded. "They're scrambling our jump drive." Rylan looked back at the row of cryopods. The eggs pulsed brighter, reacting to the remnant ship's presence, and then, horrifyingly, reacting to the stress on their containment field. "Captain," he whispered, "what now?" "The cryosystem is destabilizing." The nearest egg flickered from blue to a faint gold glow. "They're waking up." Sarah stared at him. "What do you need?" "To stabilize 500 eggs designed for a species that hasn't existed in millennia?" Rylan threw up his hands. "A miracle. Or time. Preferably not while being shot at." The remnant ship fired a warning blast that rocked the entire horizon. Sarah drew a breath. "Rylan, can you reroute power from the secondary reactors?" "Yes, but if I do that, we'll lose half our shields." "If you don't, we lose 500 dragons." "Point taken." He got to work instantly, his fingers flying across the control panel. Sparks rained as he rewired the system manually. The eggs steadied, their pulses returning to blue, but something else happened, something none of them expected. A soft hum filled the chamber. The cryopods synced with the ship's reactor and formed a unified resonance. The hull glowed faintly with the same blue light as the eggs. What is this?" Rylan breathed. Sarah stared in awe. "The eggs are linking with the ship." A sudden power surge blasted through the horizon. On the bridge, alarms screamed, but then the jump drive flickered to life. The cult ship scrambled to compensate, too late. "Captain!" the pilot shouted. "The eggs. They just counter-jammed the remnant scramble field." Sarah didn't waste a second. "Jump now." The stars stretched into white streaks as the argent horizon leapt into hyperspace, leaving the stunned cult ship behind. When the jump stabilized, Rylan collapsed against a bulkhead, breathing hard. Sarah placed a hand on his shoulder. "We just survived something we shouldn't have." Rylan nodded weakly. "And now we're caretakers to 500 dragon eggs." Sarah allowed herself a tiny smile. No pressure. Rylan stared into the glowing chamber, realizing their lives had just changed forever, because somewhere within those frozen eggs, ancient power was waking. And the galaxy had no idea what was coming.